Good day, I'm Mohanambike Pandian, and today I will be teaching you present continuous tense. Before looking at the forms and functions for present continuous tense, let's look at a few sentences. I am reading a book now. I am studying in University Tunku Abdul Rahman, Malaysia. She is not going for the movie tonight. These sentences are in present continuous tense. Now let's look at the forms and functions for present continuous tense. Present continuous tense forms. In order to construct a sentences in present continuous tense, you have to have a subject, auxiliary verb, which are the be verbs am, is, are, and the main verb in present participle form. Let's look at the example. I, subject, am, be verb, teaching now. Teach, the present participle of teach is teaching now. So, I am teaching now. Let's look at the other subjects. For affirmative sentences, we have the subject he, she, it, singular subjects. We use the auxiliary verb is, and the present participle form of the verb watch. So, he is watching a movie now. She is watching a movie now. It is watching a movie now. Let's move on to the plural subject. You, we, they. We use the auxiliary verb are. So, you are watching a movie now. We are watching a movie now. They are watching a movie now. And finally, we have I. For I, we use the be verb am, which is also the auxiliary verb. So, I am watching a movie now. So, for affirmative sentences, the sentence starts with the subject, auxiliary verb am, is, are, and the verb in present participle form followed by the rest of the sentences. Now, let's move on to the negative sentences. For the negative sentences, we start the sentences with the subject followed by the auxiliary verb and the verb in present participle form. Of course, since this is negative sentences, we have to add not. So, he, she, it, singular subject with is. Since this is negative, you have to add not. So, is not. Present participle form of the main verb, working in McDonald's. So, he is not working in McDonald's. She is not working in McDonald's. It is not working in McDonald's. Now, for plural subject, we have you, we, and they. So, we use are with not. And the present participle form of the main verb, work. So, you are not working in McDonald's. We are not working in McDonald's. Or they are not working in McDonald's. The final one is I. I, we use it with the be verb am. So, it goes like I am not working in McDonald's. Now, let's move on to the question form. For the question form, auxiliary verb starts the question. It is placed at the beginning of the question. So, is used for the singular subject. So, is he, she, or it disturbing the boy? So, present participle of disturb, disturbing, okay, the boy. So, is he disturbing the boy? Is she disturbing the boy? Or is it disturbing the boy? Followed by plural subject. For plural subject, the auxiliary verb that we use is are. So, are you disturbing the boy? Are we disturbing the boy? Or are they disturbing the boy? And For I, we use am. So the structure is still the same: auxiliary verb, subject, main verb in present participle form, and the rest of the question. So am I disturbing the boy? We also have yes, no questions. So let's look at yes, no questions. For yes, no questions, you start the question with the auxiliary verb, am, followed by the subject, I, and the verb in present participle form. So am I working? Let's look at the other subjects. Are you working? Is he, she, or it working? Are we working? Or are they working? So the kind of answers that you can anticipate for yes, no question is yes, you are, or no, you are not. So for am I working, the kinds of answer that you can get is yes, you are, or no, you are not. Are you working? Yes, I am. No, I am not. Is he or she or it working? Yes, he is. Yes, she is. Or yes, it is. Or you can say no, he isn't. No, she isn't. Or no, it isn't. Then we have the plural subject. Are we working? Yes, you are. Yes, we are. And then you have the negative answer. No, you are not. No, we are not. And the final one, are they working? Yes, they are. Or no, they are not. Now let's look at the WH questions. For the WH questions, we have what, who, when, where, why, and how. So let's start with how. For the WH question, the WH word must be at the beginning of the sentences, followed by the be verb, which are the auxiliary verb, and then you have the subject and the verb in present participle form. So let's look at the examples. How is he working? What is it doing? Who is she talking to? So for he, it, and she, we use is, followed by the verb in present participle form. And then we have the plural subject. For the plural subject, we use are or am. So for they and we use are. Where are they going to? Why are we sitting here? And then final one, for I, we use am. When am I going back? The present continuous tense is used with adverbs like at the moment. You can see the example. I am watching TV at the moment. Or these days. Paul is living in Cardiff these days. Or now. What are you doing now? Or nowadays. I think you are smoking too much nowadays. Now let's look at the function. The present continuous is mainly used to express the idea that something is happening at the moment of speaking. It is also used to describe activities generally in progress, not at the moment. And another use of it is to talk about plans in the near future. Situation 1. It is used to express the idea that something is happening now at this very moment, or it is also used to express that something is not happening now. For example, I am reading a book now. So the action is happening at the moment. Or I can even say I am not reading a book now. So I is the subject, am is the auxiliary verb, and then you have read. The present participle of read is reading. Then you have situation 2. It is also used to say we are in the process of doing a longer action. However, we might not be doing it at this exact second. For instance, I am studying in University Tunku Abdul Rahman, Malaysia. So when you say it, you might not be studying at that moment of speaking, but you are in the process of doing it. A situation that I can give to you is, for instance, you go back to your hometown and you meet your parents and your relatives, and they ask you, what are you doing now? You say, I am studying in University Tunku Abdul Rahman, Malaysia. Though at that particular moment you are not doing the action, but you are in the process of doing it. Let's look at situation 3. It is also used to indicate something will or will not happen in the near future. Again, example, she is not going for the movie tonight. So this is near future. Tonight is near future, and this is one of your plans and you are not going for it. So she is the subject, is not, is the auxiliary verb with not. Since this is a negative sentences and the verb go is in present participle form, going. So the sentences would be, she is not going for the movie tonight. That's all. Thank you.